guys, and welcome to another snus review with me, Andreas. Let's cool it down a little bit, shall we? I've been reviewing ridiculously good snus lately. In case you didn't notice, it's been the Kardus, the very special release from Swedish Match there. Conny Andersson's crafted snus Whisky. You know, a lot of high-end products that people get excited about and really want to check out, and I really like the Lab 02 as well. So maybe we should go down a little bit in the price level, not one of the more premium snoozes this time. Today we are looking at Taboca. It's my first Taboca to review. It's the white extra strong, and it's made by Scandinavian premium tobacco, this one. I reviewed the Byron original and the white. And what's interesting about this is that the Byron has Cuban tobacco in it, so it's not sold on the American market or outside the EU. This one is being sold, so you can find this one through my channel sponsor snus24.com, for instance. It doesn't have on the side here, the Byron one had the Cuban flag indicating there's Cuban tobacco, and Scandinavian premium tobacco is still saying that this one has the best quality tobacco on the Swedish snus market, but it doesn't seem to have any Cuban tobacco in it. So basically they're trying to sell their sort of specific taste, but in a cheaper brand, and being able to export it to different markets as well. So that's pretty cool. It's really cheap, this one, actually. So it's, don't know what we could expect. If we're looking at, I mean, price-wise, it's down, I think, with Knekt, which I gave a 3 out of 10. It's cheaper than Kronan, which I gave a 4 out of 10. So, you know, if we get above that, it would be good for the price, I would say. One thing I really like about this one is that, you know how I'm talking about how much nicotine per portion a snus has, because I think that's most relevant, how much is actually in there, not just per gram. I think this might be the only manufacturer that does this. You can see here it's got nicotine 16.5 milligrams per gram, but 14 milligrams per portion. So they actually write that out there. And the portions here are 0.85 grams, so a little bit small, but not mini portions or anything like that. They're still pretty decent size. The main negative thing about this might be that there's only 16 portions in it. Contributes to the lower price, I think. So yeah, I kind of like the Byron. I think I gave the white one a 7 out of 10. So we'll see how this performs compared to that. It's a selling point in itself that you can get it. So that's pretty good. Okay. The Byron has like a metal tin, so that's more premium as well. This is very plasticky, still looks good, I think. The catch lid is extremely thin on this one, but you got a really large compartment there to put your used portions in. So that's very good. And they say that it's sort of a bergamotti flavor, so traditional in that sense, but they say it's a bit of a different character because they use different tobacco, and they also say, oh, it's hand-picked tobacco and spring water used, so I'm trying to boost the image of it in that way. I don't know if that is any different to other brands, but here we go. Right, they are not completely white, so they seem to have some moisture in them. They're not slim portions. 0.8 grams there. The smell on this one, try to remember the Byron. Yeah, it's interesting. It's close to the Byron, so that's a good start, because it's different in character to a lot of the Swedish Match products, for instance. Very bold. Yeah, it's got that bold tobacco that you get in Byron, actually, so that's cool. If this was a blind test, I would probably say Byron. Quite citrusy as well. So I'll put one in. Portions look, come to the side a little bit. Probably should have fluffed that one up a little bit. Work on it before you put it in. A little bit small, but they look pretty good. Okay, so I'll be back with you in the second half of the video when I finished the can of Taboca White Extra Strong. Last portion of Taboca White Extra Strong going in, and I said that I would cool it down a little bit, didn't I? Indicating that it might not be that great because of a lower price. But I think we might have to heat it up a little bit again. Maybe not quite to the color of that can, but it is a good snus. It's actually very good for its price, and I would agree with a lot of the things I've read online that it's probably one of the better budget snoozes out there. Compared to Byron, for instance, it's still got pretty full-on taste. It's got that ashy character to it, but this one is even more citrusy, I would say. It's got a lot of bergamot and other sort of citrus flavors in there. Goes really well with tea, so maybe a little bit more citrusy than Byron, but very similar in character. So it's a recommended snus, I would say, definitely. So what I would do actually is, if you're outside the States, I would get the Byron White and this one and compare the two and see if the price difference is justified for you. I think this is very close in quality actually. I mean, compared to Kronan or Knecht, they sort of die in the taste for me after a while this one is still bold, which makes it a really good snus for its price. And if you're in the States, it's a no-brainer really. Pick this one up from snus24.com because you can't get Byron, and this is getting you an idea of what that one is like. So I'm going to give this one 6.5 out of 10. And next time we are going X-Range. So see you then. Thank you very much for watching as always, and please subscribe. See you. Bye.